It is dark out, so I will have to get a video of any blow-by tomorrow. But here's a okay. So there's the gauges. They come on, they cycle, and that choke light that you're seeing there. I'll turn the lights on so you can get there you go. That choke light is the glow plugs. I'll cycle it one more time. And here we go. I'll shut off the fan so you can hear the engine. It's really dark in here. You can probably hear there is one cylinder that's missing right now, and it's smoothing out, starting to fire, and there we are, no more miss. So it took about that long for that miss to go away. That could be the same cylinder that's that was, what do you call it, sticking when I first got it. Okay, back this up a little bit. Might be shaky while I get the check out. Okay, hold on. Headlights. There you go. I don't know if you can even see that. Okay, well, this is all about speed anyway, so stop here and I'll be able to cycle through the gears here. This next stretch, only able to take it up to 40 miles an hour right here, but this is about half throttle. Boosting to about 12. There's well, I don't know what that really showed you because I was just driving it like normal, but the boost level, the top boost was second gear and I took it to 12 psi. After that I only took it to 7 or 8 psi on the next gear, and right now I'm hardly touching the throttle, and our boost is sitting at 0. Okay. Let's take it up this road. This road is uphill, and I'm going to take it down to second gear. That was boosting to 14 psi, and once I get around this next bend, I'll give it some throttle again. And that's full open, but it's in a low gear. Whoa, kind of bumpy road. Sheesh. Low enough gear that I was only able to produce about 9 pounds of boost. So if I really wanted to haul that hill, I probably should have downshifted. And this next run is going to be out on the highway. And I am going to need to turn on the fan because, at least for a little bit, because the window is fogging up. Sorry, this is not the highest quality video, I'm sure. Okay. And I'll open this up. Ah, oh shoot. Okay, now I'll open up. And as far as boost goes, there's 17 psi. Go ahead and shift there. Shift took us down to about 8 psi. That's 50 miles an hour. We're in 4th gear right now, going uphill. Not too bad of a grade. Not too crazy. Typical Palouse grade. I'm going to take 5th gear at 60 miles an hour. And right there we're boosting 7 psi. Maybe losing slight speed on this uphill. Yeah, holding about the same. Maybe slight acceleration. You can see what we're doing. This is the steepest part of the hill here. Still in 5th gear. It is raining and sleeting and is hard to see. So I slowed down a little bit. We had some oncoming traffic. Over the hill now. Somewhat of a downgrade. Still 5th gear. And that's wide open right there. Let's see how we do. Now we're going up the next hill. Really, if we can get up to 70 miles an hour, I mean I could if I dropped it to 4th, but once you're up to 70, we get to a point where we're boosting enough to hold speed better. Right now we're boosting at 8 psi. So here's a little bit of a downgrade again up ahead. And I've still had it just wide open throttle in 5th gear, I mean. Once we get up to 70 miles an hour, I'll show you what we're looking at as far as boost. So there's 70 and 14 psi boost. Now at 70 miles an hour, we should be able to hold. We're back to a flat now, so yeah, that's holding about 70 miles an hour. So that gives you a little feel for how this thing can do. I'm gonna find a spot to turn around here. Another video that'll show what this thing can do in 4th gear. So right now I'm in 4th gear, 60 miles an hour, climbing a steeper grade than I videoed earlier. No problem holding 60, and we're boosting 11 psi. So really it likes 4th gear. We're still going on the grade. I'm going to open it up. That's not much throttle there. Now we're opening up full throttle. And you can see the throttle, or speed I mean, is climbing. We're still on a pretty good steep grade. Just as steep as earlier, almost 70 miles an hour, and that was boosting 20 psi. So that gives you an idea for power. It can climb a grade, okay, just depends what gear you want to use and how hard you want to rev it. Without the tachometer in here, I feel better, or I mean without it running right now, I feel better using 5th. But if I remember right, that's revving about 3,500 on the way up. Climbing up another steep grade here. It's actually quite a steep grade. And we are accelerating up past 60 miles an hour, 62. Boost is at about 18 psi. That was actually quite a grade. Now I'm behind somebody doing the speed limit, so I gotta go 55.